Welcome to Old Iron Machine Works. On this video, it won't be so much the restoration as just a good old cleanup. Recently, I made a trip down south and I was able to buy a few items from an old machinist that had passed away. And this vise is one of the items that I was able to get from his collection. What it is an Armstrong quick-acting drill vise with a patent date of March 6th, 1906. And this one here is the Model 3B. It's got the 3.5-inch wide jaws with a 3-inch opening. And I am amazed on how nice a shape it was. Most drill vices get beat up pretty good. Drill marks, Becker marks in them. This one was exceptionally great shape. It cleaned up really nice. I think it's got a very, very unique setup. The way it slides, you can see the bottom where it just slides in that groove, and then it just cams over right there. And when it cams over, it just pulls it up tight and locks it. Very interesting. But like I was saying earlier, this is going to be more of just cleaning up, no machining involved. So if you're looking for some machining, I think you'll see the lathe turning a little bit where I'm doing a little bit of filing and polishing, but otherwise it's just cleaning it up and making it look as pretty as I can. Here I've already loosened the screws up using an impact, little hammer impact driver. Gosh, I think I got my first one when my dad bought me my first Honda 70. And anybody that's worked on motorcycles, they're a mess. It keeps the screws from getting all boogered up. Anybody that's watched any of my videos have probably seen me using this commercial cabinet. It's just a wash cabinet with hot soapy water. And what I'm doing here is I rinsed off with water And now I'm spraying it down with WD-40 before I blow it off. And that just helps prevent any kind of flash rusting when I blow it dry. Here I'm removing the screws. All they are for is to keep the ceramic media from getting inside the blind holes. Our vibrator with the ceramic media has just about every size media in it you can get. And if there's a little hole in there, it will fill it up. So that just prevents from getting in the hole. I did take my little impact driver and did tighten those screws up. Um, I just did not have it on camera. For those that aren't familiar with these little impact drivers, you just turn it to right like that, for a right hand screw and left for a left hand screw. And you can kind of see it camming over. And the concept, it just works off inertia. And the concept is when you hit it, it's wanting to push the bit down into the slot of the groove and twist it whichever direction you have it set to go. And it just helps prevent from, just blowing out the Phillip head or just screwing up the slot, whatever you happen to be using at the time. This is about the only modification that I actually did to this vise. Um, I left pretty much all the original tooling marks when they machined everything, but I wasn't really happy with the ball on the end of the screw. I wanted to clean it up a bit. Not sure what kind of machine they used to do that ball, but just wanted to clean it up. Wasn't really happy with it. Now this was obviously heat treated. It was a little tough, but it was definitely something that I could work with the file and emery. So that's pretty much all I used on it. On this cup here, it's got a couple of the tangs. If you look at the four tangs, it's got a couple of them that are just slightly bent up, just enough to kind of hold it on the ball. So once the ball's forced into it, it pretty much stays put. I'm sure anybody watching this video is familiar with Kirk Vise and why they're so popular. You know, they're popular because when you tighten it up, the moving part of the jaw is forced down towards the base of the body, where like some of the older Bridgeport style vices, when you tighten them up, they can want to raise up. That's what makes this style so cool. As you tighten it up, like a clerk, it wants to force that moving jaw down. Now here it's obvious I was not on my A game. If I was on my A game, I would have had that trimmed where it would have fit long ways also. As always, I want to thank everybody that take the time to check out the video. While researching this vise, I didn't find a whole lot on it, but I did find another gentleman on YouTube that restored a 1V, and it's 357 Magdad. About a year ago, he did a video. He has more history of the Armstrong, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. Again, thanks for checking out my video.